certain level, it is okay to think about it, but we should not just overthink about it.
So the main reason, because this stress when it happens, because they have to see which are the sectors they have way more stress, which are the sectors they don't have stress.
Regarding the sectors that are under high stress, which sectors do you think got impacted the most?
Mostly is the number one is this health sector and hospitality, and the next one we talk about this IT people working virtually, because they also stressed, and moreover
IT people
IT people,
definitely
because
when they're working from home also.
and moreover they given targets. They're telling, okay, work from home, but targets are fixed. Even though they're working for 10 hours also, they're not able to meet their targets. And there is no flexible, they're not able to go, because at least now when they're going to office earlier, actually they go to office, and till that time, children are not disturbed. Now what they're at home only, children are at home, family are at home, cooking and cooking, working, both together going on, creating more problems.
Right. How about the retail sectors?
Retail sectors also, especially because they're all dealing with the public. And public, we don't know how many people are with COVID also, because of all they know, single family, most of the people, nobody at home, all the COVID people also might be coming there, we don't know. They're also high risk.
Right. So all the sectors which are having high risk, especially from COVID in one way or the other, directly or indirectly, are highly affected sectors, the way I see. That is good to know. And is there any way, for example, if you look back like 100 years ago or 50 years ago, people, I don't think, were so stressed in this ways, right? But right now everything is so nuclear. We have smaller families compared to the joint families we used to have. I understand that based on what you're saying, in those days we have a different kind of traditions which we definitely cannot follow in today's, we cannot fit into today's standards of living. So this brings me to the current situation of COVID. Due to COVID, it impacted each and every one of our lives directly or indirectly in different ways. And recently, if you see recently the way the world is moving, millions of workers, millions of people are actually quitting their jobs. The priority towards working is not there anymore. What is really happening here? Could you shed some light on this topic?
See, the study says, well, Gallup study or the Harvard Business School study, or most of the journals actually are referred. And what this study says is that 50% of the people who are working, especially in IT sector, especially people working virtually, and because most of the people, these corporate managements are responsible for this. After 2019, when this situation is going on, and most of the companies, they exploited their employees. When they're in great stress the first time, and they asked them to work more, they cut up their salary.
So you're talking about the early pandemic times.
Why sudden change now? Especially take from last August, from August to December, this situation has become worse. Because when the news has come, this fourth wave of pandemic is coming now. Mm-hmm. Because of that, they have become more stressful. Because there is no guarantee that we will survive now. That is one major reason. Second thing is that because they are already continuously in the stress from last 3 years, continuously.
Yeah, everyone, like even if you take the kids, if you take the adults, they are working from home, kids are at home, you need to take care of kids, you need to take care of your family, everything is at home, you cannot go out.
They're falling sick. And if any sneeze is coming, something.
As we can see that today, in today's way of living, family is definitely more important. Every one of us are in closed environments because of kids, because of work. And because of pandemic, we cannot just go out and do whatever we were able to do before. Even though vaccinations are coming, still people are getting impacted with different variants also coming in place and not able to protect every one of us. and every one of us have different choices with respect to vaccinations also. So all these factors will play impact in every other lives also. So due to this, people have decided that family is important, so we should care for the family compared to our work life, especially when work life is not giving you that flexibility, right? For example, you might be having elderly person whom you need to now take care of, or you might be having kids whom you need to pick up or drop off, especially when you are also at home. Whether it could be not only school, but it could be any other activity which you wanted to send to. So if you cannot even take such kind of breaks from your work when you're working remotely, I think this is definitely creating a lot of frustration in those people, because you wanted to be with family and also support your work at the same time so that you could get that work-life balance, is what I see the way world is moving towards. They want more flexible hours so that they can be with their family and also at the same time also have growth in their career. I think this is definitely creating a lot of frustration in those people, because you wanted to be with family and also support your work at the same time so that you could get that work life balance, is what I see the way world is moving towards. They want more flexible hours so that they can be with their family and also at the same time also have growth in their career if needed. Money definitely is not becoming top priority at this point compared to family due to this pandemic. So is there any way you can think of in resolving such issues, especially do you think this type of resignations will continue, or do you think there is any solution in dealing with it, or do you even think that this is the right way to go? Because if you compare our past history of our in World War One, all the men, especially all the men, went to the battlefield, and women, that was the first time when women started going to the factories so that they can support their families, right? So it definitely impacted the world in different way. That was the Great War. And then we had this Great Depression somewhere around 1920s to 30s. So during that time, there was big financial meltdown. And then there was recession. So these have impacted world in such a way that everyone needed jobs. Jobs were like most important. And today we are seeing this COVID pandemic. This is definitely also another great impact, which is resoluting all around the world. And because of that, this great resignation movement has started. So every great impact is putting different types of impressions on each of us throughout the world, not just in one place, because this is global, right? So pandemic is also something which is global and impacting the entire world, right? So do you think this trend, the way world is going towards, like, is correct, or do you think you anticipate any more changes, and do you think this is good or bad?
See, the stress what you are facing, mostly this some sectors, what of hospitality, IT and other sectors especially, because we can't continue stress for a long period. That's one thing. This is the one way of actually managing stress. Otherwise, they're outborn and they may commit suicides also. Because you see the stress, what happens is this is the now you are able to moderate stress, because 2019 you prepared, the jobs are going to come, because some lakhs of people, suppose 1 crore, 2 crore people are just expired in the 2019 COVID. Then that time people thought, okay, people are died, we are going to get jobs. Now what happens is this stress is continuously, because we can't bear this stress for long period. The major reason, according to the Gallup study and Harvard study, says that major reason of this whatever situation of this resignation taking place, because they want some change. They want some change. In this change, they want to take some break. Now what is happening? These people, those are feeling more stressed. They are all highly knowledgeable, highly qualified, and they are also thinking that because of our knowledge only these world-class companies are surviving. Why can't I start up my own something in a smaller way? At least they are making definitely 10 times of my knowledge into wealth. Why can't I create myself? That's why startup companies are coming up. They already accumulated some money with them. The group of people, they can work together and they can create wealth themselves, not for somebody else. So this is a change in their thinking. Number one, they don't want any permanent jobs because no more jobs and no anyway. After some time, how long I work for somebody like a labor? Why can't I create a smaller big? Why can't I create my own venture, my own job, my own enterprise? This is another thinking is coming.
But at the same time, employers are also trying to retain these people. They're trying to now, I understand that you said in the early days of pandemic, people were exploited a lot. They were not given enough money. They were given lesser pays because the number of days they were working due to pandemic was less in certain sectors. But now it looks like those people got control, or they're trying to overcome that stress. Like you're saying, this is a way to relieve their stress, right? So even though they are undergoing this stress, like we understand, the employers are actually trying to retain these people by giving higher wages also.
They also made
but
some
it's not really helping much.
These also some again Gallup study and Harvard again they come out with what are the strategies they are adopting, especially management side. The first and foremost thing they're taking is that better pay they want to give. They won't mind giving double the salary also.
But still, we are not able to retain in certain sectors.
Able to retain because these people think that when we are in crisis, and they made us to work more, and they also cut up our salaries, and they are ruthless. I can't trust this management. So except to 4 to 5% of the management, even in the pandemic, they pay the salaries. This is the one thing they're thinking about their management. Moreover, they're getting better options outside. They want to give some vacations for them. They want to give flexible timings. They're giving in writing that we are going to give permanently flexible timings. And again, now, for example, in a US, it is 5 by 9. That means 5 days in a week, 9 hours, only.
They are going to only work till 5.
5 days.
5 p.m. till 5 p.m. they work.
5 p.m. they work 9 hours. 9 hours they work 5 days in a week. Whereas you see, by seeing the Americans, even the most the labor-oriented communist country also, they also realize that they are exploiting us. In China also, from last, especially I think 4 techno countries face some problems, and they started something in the social media. Now it has become a big movement.
Yeah, it became a big movement because they were around the clock, like they used to work from 9 to 9 and 6 days a week. Now they also wanted something similar where other countries are following. They don't want to work for all the 6 days, but like 5 days instead.
They are the country actually started this. People are talking about this COVID, but they also realized, okay, 6 days is there, again 9 days daily by working like a machine, working like 9 hours per day. What is left in my life?
Right.
Why should I work like this? Because of COVID, we may also die. Already some lakhs of people died in China itself.
Yeah, we don't know how long we are going to stay, right?
Because
family is important.
What for actually I am making this money? Okay, let it be less money. Let me have a peaceful life till I die.
Yeah, so happiness, reducing their stress, and having flexibility of life with work and life with their family and dear ones looks like to be the future in order to get their stress levels down and to cope with the pandemic.
Please support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to Dr. Ratan Talks channel.